Hi, it's Joey Lorraine, dancer and astrologer, here to talk to every zodiac sign about Saturn's entrance into Scorpio. This is a big deal because Saturn has been in Libra, the sign of relationships and partnerships, for about 2 years, and now it's going to be entering the sign of Scorpio, which is all about sex, intimacy, spirituality, money, passion, and it's going to be in Scorpio for about a couple of years, so it's a big shift. And this is going to be good, I think, for all of us, because it's going to give us new territory for growing, for maturing, and for learning the lessons that we need to learn to graduate in a particular area of our life. The interesting thing about Saturn is that although initially it may seem burdensome, right? It reminds me of like Meryl Streep talking about how she doesn't like to just do a scene over and 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 over again. She doesn't like that. That's Saturn. Saturn makes you do things over and over and over and over and over and over again until you reach the kind of perfection that only you are capable of. And even though while you're in the process it seems like, oh, drudgery, I don't want to do this anymore, the great thing is that at the end you get a gift. Saturn gives you a gift. Maybe it's an Oscar if you're Meryl Streep. If you're anyone else, it's going to be something else. But it definitely is going to be a tangible, real thing that you will be able to use in a practical way to enhance your life. Okay? So for Aries, Saturn in Scorpio is going to be impacting your sex life. So that means that your sexual relationships will take on more of a tone of maturity and responsibility. So it's time for you to weed out anybody who you've just been messing around with, who are really not interested in. Your sexual relationships now are going to be more quality, right? And it's going to be it's going to be a place where you can mature and learn. This also has to do with debt. It's time for you to take on your debt in more of a committed way, and to be more responsible about how you handle your debt and any kind of joint financial partnerships as well. It's going to offer opportunities for you to be more responsible, more mature, right? For Taurus, relationships are going to be the learning ground for you now that Saturn is in Scorpio. Your relationships might take on more intensity, more depth. They may take on, it may feel like all of a sudden your relationships are getting a little bit more scary. You may be a little bit more vulnerable with sharing your most intimate feelings. That's what that Scorpio is about too, sharing deep, intimate emotions that make you feel vulnerable, right? Your relationships are going to trigger this for you during this 2-year period. So you can use your relationships as an opportunity to become more open and to become more emotionally sensitized, right? To not be afraid to open up and share your tender side. For Gemini, this is going to be impacting your health and fitness. So if, for example, you've been smoking for a long time and have been saying, oh, I want to quit, Saturn in Scorpio is going to make you feel like it's a do or die situation. That goes for any other habit that has been impacting your health in a negative way. Time to get into the gym, to take your health more seriously, start eating right, to make it actually happen and to do the work. Also in the workplace, it may seem as if there is more of a burdensome feeling just around everyday work and activities in your mundane life. It may be a little bit harder to kind of just like get through daily activities than normal. Stay committed and stay focused. That's what that Scorpio energy is all about. And your day-to-day activities, and you'll mature and you'll become much more efficient and organized about how you structure your daily activities. For Cancer, this energy is going to be impacting your love life, your romance life. So if you haven't been dating very much, now is the time to get more serious about, okay, I need to get out there and I need to start meeting people. I need to start dating. And you're going to be more mature about the dating process now. You may be looking for someone who is going to be potentially long-term for you, right? It's not just about, oh, having fun and doing this or that. No, you have a vision of what you want your romantic life to be like, and you're going to be committed to finding that. Also, if you're an artist, you're going to be more committed to making your art happen. You're going to be more committed to perfecting your craft, right? So if you're an actor, you got to get in, you got to do the work. You got to keep yourself active. If you're not in a play, if you're not doing film, then you got to get in class. You got to do improv work. You got to keep working on your craft all the time for all artists. If you have children, they may bring on more responsibility than usual, and they may bring in, they may feel more like a burden. So it's time for you to step up to the plate and become a more mature parent as well, which you're good at. Cancerians make good parents. For Leo, this is going to be impacting your home. So there's going to be more responsibility around home, whatever that means to you. Maybe you have to renovate your home. Maybe there's just more responsibility associated with where you live because of roommates, or maybe you're trying to move. Your inner emotional foundation is going to be challenged a little bit, right? You may feel like you want to just feel like your life is settled emotionally, and it's that Scorpio energy that's going to make you feel really intense, like, wow, I just wish I could feel at home, right? And that's because it's time for you to solidify your emotions, right? To solidify your inner self. And so that no matter what happens around you, emotionally inside, you can feel safe, secure, and focused. Right? So it's a very internal kind of influence. Also, your family may be more of a burden to you at this time. There may be more responsibility involved, whether it be with your mother or your father or your family in general. For Virgo, learning, just basic learning is going to be the focus now. If you're in school, right, you're going to have to put more energy in just the mental process of taking in information. Also, communication in general. You're going to be learning about how to become more effective in communicating your deepest thoughts, your deepest beliefs. Scorpio is deep, right? It's not superficial. Whatever it says, it means, and it comes from the gut. So this is your opportunity to communicate with more direct focus and to be more passionate about how you communicate, to make sure that whatever it is that's important for you to express gets expressed. For Libra, this is going to be impacting your finances and your earned income, money. Now, not necessarily in a bad way. It just means that the Scorpio energy, and by the way, Scorpio is definitely a money sign, you're going to get to the point where you're like, okay, I am ready to do whatever it takes to make the kind of money that I know I'm capable of making, and that Scorpio energy is going to give you that drive to make it happen. This also has to do with your self-esteem. You're going to be challenged with your self-esteem, right? Because self-esteem, by the way, a lot of times it coexists with money, right? In the sense that if we don't think that we're worth a certain amount, we will not ask for that particular amount, right? If we're in the service industry or whatnot. So this is a time for you to become more passionate about who you are, what your talents are, what makes you special, and to not be afraid to put that out there and be like, okay, it's time to bring in the money now because I know I have the goods. This is definitely going to put you in that mode. And you're going to end up at the end of this journey much more stable financially, and you'll have a different kind of maturity around money as well. Scorpio. Well, this is going to be impacting you the most directly because, of course, it's your sign. It means that this is time for you to mature in the things that are most important to you. Scorpio loves to dive in and to take risks. Yes? So, your risk your risk-taking personality is going to be coming to the forefront now. And if it feels like there are obstacles that are coming up and making you, and just kind of, making you boil up inside, that's a good thing, because the Saturn energy wants you to just go all out. Do not hold back on the things that are most important to you. Do whatever it takes, and Saturn is going to push you there, right? The rest is just up to you. So in the end, it's going to be a good thing. Your personal efforts, your health, right, your vitality, you will have more responsibility around just keeping yourself vitalized, right? That's going to be more of an issue for you. You're going to want to feel at the top of your game. So anything that feels like it's extraneous and holding you back from being at the top of your game, you will have to cut it out. And if you don't, Saturn will make it so that you're so miserable that you'll have to. Okay, you don't want that. Sagittarius. This is going to be impacting your unconscious mind, your dreams. So any unconscious patterns that you've been having, any kind of self-defeating habits that have been happening to you over and over again, you don't know why. Now is an opportunity for you to break them, right? So if you keep attracting the same kind of people, right, who have the same kind of problem, then this is an opportunity for you to find out, this is why I've been attracting, people who just want me for my money all the time. Maybe it's because I'm a little superficial and I actually need to get to know someone a little bit better before I have a relationship with them. Whatever it is, it's going to be unconscious stuff is going to just come to the forefront, and you'll have an opportunity to solve this particular pattern once and for all. So be on the lookout for that. For Aquarius, Saturn in Scorpio is going to be impacting your future. What I mean by that is your long-term goals, what you see for yourself 5 years from now, what you see for yourself 10 years from now. All of a sudden, you're going to start thinking more long-term now. It's not going to be day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month. It's going to be like, wow, where am I going in my life? Do I want to go where I've been going? What is it that I want for my future? And you're going to get more serious about setting, the right long-term goals for yourself that are going to give you the life that you want for the big picture. Also, your friendships may go through some, trials and tribulations. Your friendships are definitely going to be a groundwork for maturity and responsibility as well. Also, any kind of large organizations that you may be involved with may be asking more of you. You may have to make more of a commitment and sacrifice more to be a part of these large established organizations, but it's going to be an opportunity for you to mature, to learn, and to grow. For Pisces, this is going to be impacting your career. So there's going to be an energy of do or die around your career aspirations at this time. It's time for you to create a peak of professional success, even if you're retired. Even if you're younger, no matter what stage you are in the game, you are going to be now more focused on what is my destiny, right? What is my professional destiny? And what is it that I have to do to reach that peak of professional recognition? And Scorpio energy is going to give you that drive to do whatever it takes to get to the top. So that's it for all 12 signs, Saturn and Scorpio. It's a big deal, and I think it's going to be lovely for us all. If you want to know more about what's going on in your chart or more about me and Dancestrology, then visit my blog at dancestrology.com. And in the meantime, have a beautiful day. Remember, it's not about how big or how bright you shine. It's about the way. Bye.